If you want to be enlarged, here are precursors for enlargement. Number one, hidden divine instructions. Genesis 12, 1-3. Get thee out of thy country, out of thy kindred, out of thy father's house. When you obey, I will bless you. I will make your name great. All the nations of the earth shall be blessed through you. He didn't show up to Abraham and say, I will bless you. I will make your name great. He gave instructions first. The moment you obey, then there's possibility for enlargement. Isaiah 1:19. If you are willing and obedient, you will eat the good of the land. In Job 36 verse 11, it says, if you obey and serve him, you will live all your years in plenty and your days in prosperity. You know why most of us receive all the prophecy, yet we are not enlarged? We don't heed instructions, either directly from God or from the authorities God has given us. And so we find that our gates are porous and any force can pull us down. Number two, you want enlargement, you must be given to prayer, to travail, and to intercession. The Bible told us in 1 Chronicles 4:10, a man called Jabez, he was literally destined not just to fail but to be a curse. But the Bible said, and Jabez prayed that the Lord may enlarge him. Jabez became so great that the elders of Israel gathered themselves together and went to him and said, come and lead us. The guy who was termed accursed suddenly became the answer of a generation because he travailed. Isaiah 66 verse 8 is here, as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. Now what were the children? Nations. Because he said, can a nation be born in a day? So when a man travails, he can bet as big as a nation. Psalm 2 verse 8, ask of me, I will give you. I will give you the hidden for thy inheritance, the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession. You want to be big this year, let your altar come alive. That's where inspiration comes from. That's where strategy comes from. That's where empowerment comes from. So a dead altar is a dead destiny. Number three, preparation and faithfulness with little. Some people can't become big because they despise the little they have. They say if you are not faithful in little, you can't be faithful in much. God gives you a kiosk, you are heavy in Elon Musk. What have you done with the kiosk? If they give you the wealth of the nation, can you handle it? You are an apprentice. You want to steal your orgasm. That's your way to enlargement. Are you not a joke? You are not faithful in another man's business. He said, who will give you your own? Some of you, they give you responsibility. You have 1,000,001 excuses before you started. And what you have done is that you have elongated your wilderness journey. Faithfulness and preparedness in handling little things. Number four, if you want to be enlarged, you must be given to separation and consecration. 2 Timothy 2 verse 19-20 tells us that God knows them that are his. And he said, those who are vessels of honor, who God prepares for great work, are those who purify themselves. So if you are not consecrated and separated, there are things God can't give you because God won't take the glory. There will be confusion whether it is the serpent or the God of heaven that blessed you. If you want God to enlarge you, it must be clear that you belong to God. In fact, those who are not separated, they can't even access inspiration. Don't be everywhere this year. Go to where you are needed. 1 year you attended 30 birthday parties, 10 weddings. All these weddings, you are not guest of honor. Now there are friends that you will celebrate with, but there are people who are seeking validation, and the idea of validation is to be everywhere with everybody, and everywhere they go they are seeking attention. Why not separate yourself? Let God put something on you first. So be separated. Number five, hunger and desire. If you don't desire it, you won't have it. The Bible said in Proverbs 18 verse 1, it said, through desire a man having separated himself intermeddleth with all wisdom. The things that makes for enlargement, they are not in the public, they are in the secret place. So if you hunger, you will go after them. The psalmist said, as the deer panted after the waters. Psalm 63 verse 1-2, it says, so my soul longeth after thee in a dry and thirsty land where no water is, to see thy power and thy glory as I saw in the tabernacle. It said, they that journey to the deep, they are the ones who see the wonders of God. If you want to be big this year, you must hide yourself to see what the common man can see. Then you come out with uncommon results. Number six, you must discern God's timing and yield to God's processes. Habakkuk 2 verse 1-3, I will stand upon my watch, I will see what he will say to me. And he said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables. Now he said the vision is for an appointed time. Write it, make it plain upon tables, that he might run that reads it. Everything has timing. Ecclesiastes 3:1 said there's a time for everything. The problem with many people is that they don't discern their moments. Jesus was entering Jerusalem in Luke 19:43 and 44, and he said he wept over the city. And what was the reason for his weeping? They said they don't discern. They've not discerned the times of their visitation. The sons of Isaac, the Bible said they were men of understanding and knew what Israel ought to do. It said the heads of them were 200. All their brethren were at their commandment. 2 Chronicles 12:32. You can't be in charge. You can't be big. You can't be enlarged if you miss timing. There's a time to pray. There's a time to fast. There's a time to invest. There's a time to serve. There's a time to give. Discern it. Won't God be able to lift you? And then number 7, principles. Master the principles of enlargement. Enlargement has principles, and those who are big, they know it. Number 1, One, there's a principle of hard work. Give yourself to service. Even God said he will bless the works of your hand. Deuteronomy 28:12. So if you have nothing doing, there's nothing to enlarge. So there's a principle of work. In 2 Thessalonians 3:10, Paul said if any man does not eat, work, he shouldn't eat. And then there's the principle of death or self-denial. If you can't delay pleasure, you will eat up your future. The more problem with many people is that they can't die to self. They want everything now. And that's their undoing. In John 12:24, Jesus said, except the grain of wheat falls to the ground and die. He said that grain will abide in. If you want God to enlarge you, there are many things you will die to this year. Some of you will die to applause. Some of you will die to sexual pleasure. Some of you will die to the things that are not consistent with God's ordinances for your life. And the moment you start dying to these things, you'll see God enlarge you. Don't come blaming anybody. Why are you like this? Is this thing not real? It's real. Whether you have result or not does not matter. The scriptures affirm it. The validation is the scripture, not your experience. But you must learn to die. Most of us can't die to self. The time when you should pray, you want to watch a movie. When you should win souls, you want to visit a friend. When you should keep your virginity, you want to go clubbing, and you eat up your destiny. You are now looking for intercessors who should pray for nations to gather and be praying for you. And the worst part is that when you are recovered, you go back the same mud where they dragged you from. There's the principle of death. You must die to self. And then there's the principle of managing relationship through integrity, sincerity, honor, genuine love. Some of us are parasites. So even our helpers, when they discern our parasitic nature, they run from us. You can't do anything for anybody. Every day you are looking for what to take from them. No, relationships don't work like that. If you want to make the most of relationship, you must be sincere. You must have integrity. You must love genuinely. You must bring value to the table. You must honor that relationship. When they need you, you will see a message. All the good words on earth, they will put all together in 5 lines. And when they finish, they write their account number. You write it, they'll delete your number. Why do you think great people sieve their site? They don't want any parasite or unreliable person there. A friend of mine was telling me he wanted to do a business. This is a real estate business. And the man he was serving for some years now called somebody and said, this is my son. Anything he wants that is less than 2 billion, give him. You know what that means? I am his collateral. 2 billion, give him. Meanwhile, somebody else was with that same man, and the first little breakthrough, he ran away with his own cut and the man's cut. You want to be big. Principles are critical. Finally, precursor for enlargement is prophecy. Ezekiel 37, he took him to a valley of dry bones, and he said the bones were dry. The man didn't have anything but prophecy. I prophesied as I was commanded, and dry bones did not just rise. Dry bones became an exceeding great army. See, when we stand here and prophesy over you, you get wild. Don't think we are just being religious. There's a reason. Dry bones can become an exceeding great army. The Bible said, and the house kept growing by the prophesying of Haggai the prophet and Zechariah the son of Iddo. As they were speaking, things were happening. And today, I stand by the same spirit, and I decree and declare over you, all through 2026, you will have diverse kinds of enlargement.